It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. He'll start on the ground with Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And run it out of the gun with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him. Playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Drops back. It's Boley. And he's incomplete on 3rd down.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Reads it, it's Hammond. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. On the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sets his feet, it's Bowling. Right side, it's Anderson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Release to the back, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A little bit of shock and awe right now early in this game for the offense. I understand there's a lot of football to play, but this defense, David, they came in the underdog in this one, and man, they're playing really fast right now. They look like they're attacking the football. They're not staying back, being passive. They're trying to dictate everything to the offense early. And so far, the underdog is having tons of success.
And you got to love that, man. Go shoot your shot, right? Like, be aggressive. That they've got to find a way to play great D on that side of the football. If they can continue this, who knows, man? They could pull the big upset, but it was all about the defense with the coaching staff, and so far, this D has come to play. Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Red Raiders are flying down the field. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, the offense was off to a bit of a slow start, but we know in talking to this running back, he prides himself on getting stronger as the game goes on. And here in the second quarter, he breaks off a beautiful long touchdown to put his offense on the board. And you know now he's going to be asking the offensive coordinator to start feeding him the football.
give me more touches. Shocker that he would say that. But at the other side of the ball, defense, like we've got to swarm to the football. It's got to be a consistent effort to try to stop the running back because he is good. He is dynamic. And you just saw one touch can change the field position and can change the scoreboard just like it did right there.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Lots of room to run. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Bolin. Left side, it's Miller. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll give it to Brown. Got a little grass. Running inside the 20. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. On the return, it's Hudson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive run.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Turning it on. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running at about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock. I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Joyner. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line.
He's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for offense.
Dropping back, it's Bowling. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. Down to the 25-yard line, and he's got enough for a first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Tackle way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's Pitt looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. On the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Throws it off the RPO. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself and take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical?
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Uh-oh, look out. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off play action. Fires on the move. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Lost the defense. He's wide open. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 7, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running inside. It's Dickey. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Rides to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The play fake. He wants to take the top off. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Out wide left, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Trying to get started. Oh, what a move. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Sweet cut there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Eakin. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Left side, it's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well run him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Snags it, and there's running room. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They want that clock to run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the counter. Brought down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase.